Hey Mark, congratulations. What a result at Ashington, 2-0.
Yeah, thanks very much. Delighted to get through. We've used the competition to rotate our squad, big squad, as I've probably said in previous interviews. And we've made 7 more changes tonight. Came to a First Division team who are in form and won the game.
Yeah,
Delighted.
It was the perfect start after just 4 minutes, Scott Jasper's goal.
Yeah. Obviously, any time to get off to a good early start. There's some stat kicking around in pro football at the moment about if the team that scores first has a really high win percentage, and obviously we're not conceding goals at this moment in time. I think that's 4 or 5 clean sheets in a row, and obviously getting off to the early goal made it easier for us to set up and made it really hard for Ashington.
We had the late keeper change, obviously. We maybe thought that might disrupt things, but it worked out all right.
Yeah, a little bit of drama before the game. So Phil's come in from the warm-up with a migraine, and he was unable to see in front of him, and obviously didn't want to risk it and play. It would have been, you know, a real danger. Fortunately, Josh is sat in the stand and he's here, so we've managed to be able to get them to change over and get him in. And obviously another clean sheet and some solid saves.
He made some decent saves. That's actually nearly 8 hours without conceding a goal. Not just him, but as a whole.
I think it's credit to everybody. Like, we can talk about the goalkeeper who plays in the game, and you know, Phil had a clean sheet before Josh has come in and got 3. I think it's credit to just all the players on the park in front of that. The work rate is absolutely phenomenal, and everyone's just putting their body on the line. I think it was about 10-15 in the second half and on the edge of the box. I just seen a couple of kids flying in. I think it might have been Shepherd, threw himself in front of one. You know, everyone's prepared to do what's needed to not concede goals.
We had chances, and Dan Blewett hit the post, so it could have been actually 2 or 3 at half time.
Yeah, absolutely. Mitchell had a clear-cut chance where he would probably have liked to have done better. I think he's dragged it wide. Someone else was in on the left-hand side as well. I think it might be young Dan in the midfield. He drifted out left as well and got in behind. So we had 3 or 4 really, really good chances first half. So it wouldn't have been unfair if we'd been 2 or 3 up at half time, definitely.
Obviously we were a goal up. You'd expect them to put a bit of pressure. We recovered really well.
Yeah, so listen, we've been under a lot of pressure second half, there's no lies about it. Ashington's had the majority of the ball most of the game, but particularly second half. They really sort of ramped it up a little bit, they moved it a lot quicker, the defenders were stepping in, they sort of almost went like a 3 at the back for a long period and had the extra body wide all the time. But equally, we hung in there, we worked hard for each other, we kept our shape, and just at the right time, you know, won the ball back in the right areas, and one simple pass put us through on goal, and we've won the game.
And we got the goal, the second goal, to wrap it up at the right time.
No, there's never a wrong time to score, is there? We'll take them all the time.
And through from the group, a tough group with West London obviously winning it, but Ashington and Stockton Town and obviously Ash winning.
I mean, if there was bookies at this level, I think they would have had a look at the group, and I don't think Ryton and West Allotment would have been the 2 that they'd put down. That's no disrespect to West Allotment, either cracking side, but when you've got Stockton in there, you know, absolute favourites to go through, and Ashington obviously a close second on that front. We've beaten Stockton at home and beaten Ashington here 2-0 both occasions. We obviously deserve it. Great.
And we've done it with a full squad of 30 odd players.
Yeah, everyone's had a run. Like, I can't stress, I touched on it at the start of this interview. We've used the whole squad. This hasn't been, oh, we need to put out our best 11 because we're playing the big boys tonight. This has been make changes, bring players in who've sat on the bench for a few weeks, bring players out of the cold into the squad, give them minutes, and it's really worked for it. And you know what? It's helped morale in there. I've seen it too many times. You know, when you've got a small squad, injuries catch up with you and play a big part of your season. We've been able to bring players out, give them a rest, put them back in on a Saturday fresh. Brilliant. He's in
Stannington on Saturday. That's another toughie.
Yes, very, very much so. We've got obviously a team in form coming to our patch where, if we're totally honest with ourselves, not giving anything away, people can look at our results at home in the league. We've been a little bit slow over the last few games. We've definitely got work to do if we're going to get the points out of that game. But it certainly should be an interesting encounter on Saturday.